Today is a winding road. By that I mean it's time for you, not me, to interview the author of America's all-time best-selling book series, Goosebumps. He's got a great new autobiography. It came from Ohio. My life as a writer. That's his life, by the way. Please welcome to Fox Kids Talk, R.L. Stine.
Yeah!
Okay, who's the first kid up to ask R.L. a question?
Hey, this is Cody Wilson from Durant, Iowa. What kind of radio did you listen to as a kid?
When I was a kid, there were stories on the radio, and I used to listen to them all. And there was a show when I was a tiny little kid that would come on late at night. I had this little radio next to my bed, and this voice would come on. It was one of my first memories of this voice saying, "And now, tales to keep you in suspense." And I go, "Oh, no, no, no." And I'd be terrified, and I would turn off the radio, and I never heard one of the stories. I was so scared of that voice.
Oh, wow.
One of my first memories.
Cool, thanks. Hi, this is Cedric from Lafayette, Louisiana. Hey, R.L., were you a nerd or a geek when you were a kid?
Probably both.
All right, thanks.
Hi, my name is Brittany Tuma. I am from Telford, Pennsylvania, and I was wondering, when you write your characters being scared, where do you get that?
I think back to times when I was really scared. And one day stands out in my life. I remember being terrified. And it was at the end of day camp. I think I was 10 years old. And we were trying for our Red Cross swimming badges. And we had to jump in the pool and swim to the other end and swim back. And I was a pretty good swimmer, but I was scared to death to jump in. And the entire camp was watching me. And I stood on the edge of the pool, and everyone was saying, "Jump, jump, it'll be okay, jump." And I couldn't do it. I was terrified. I don't know why. I was just had this phobia. And I turned around and walked away. And to this day, I have never been able to jump in a pool. And I still have that fear, which I can remember.
Well, it sounds to me like we got some future journalists out there. Nice job, by the way. I say let's keep up the madness.
Good.
That's why before the #1 song, I'll squeeze a few more questions out of R.L. Stine, huh? You know our motto, forget the saneness and go for the madness. R.L. Stine and the #1 song, there, next.
The Fox Kids Countdown.
Now back to our show.
The Fox Kids Countdown with Chris Leary.
Please welcome back, by overwhelming demand, the creator of Goosebumps, the twisted yet oh so talented R.L. Stine. All right.
Thanks, Chris. Great to be back.
Hey, it's good to have you. I think this is our third meeting, right?
At least.
Oh, man, just like you're a Countdown regular.
I love it. I love the show. I love being on it.
Good, we love you too. Now let me ask you a couple things about, you've got an autobiography, the book.
It came from Ohio.
Of course,
My life story.
it means Bob Stine, right?
That's me. I'm it.
Did you ever think when you'd grow up and you would be referred to as it?
No, I never thought I'd be referred to as RL either. No one ever called me that.
And of course, that means Robert Lawrence, right?
Right. To have an autobiography out is just, it's thrilling. I'm really happy with it.
Now, you wrote for a magazine at one time, didn't you?
I wrote for a lot of magazines. I wrote for some very weird magazines. I spent a year writing for a soft drink magazine. I wrote articles about bottle caps and flip-top cans. I also wrote for movie magazines where we made up all the interviews. My editor would say, "Do an interview with the Beatles." And I would sit down and do an interview with the Beatles and make it all up.
No kidding.
Yeah, every kind of writing, Chris, I've done it. I'd love to mention that they're letting me out of the house.
Oh, what? When you have a gig?
They are letting loose the chains. I'm getting away from my computer. They're going to let me go out to a few cities and actually meet kids.
Where are you going to be
And
next?
Sunday, May 4th,
Uh-huh.
at noon, I'm going to be at the big Barnes & Noble in Rockefeller Center in New York.
Oh, cool.
And I hope all the kids in the area will come out and see me. And then I'm going to Boston, Chicago, and back to my hometown, Columbus, Ohio. I'm not sure when. Pretty soon, though, so the kids ought to check with their bookstores.
Find
And
R.L.
I hope
Stine.
everyone will come out.
That's right. Yeah, I'm sure they will, man. I'd love to go out and see it myself. That
Thanks.
sounds like fun. I'm sure it'll be very entertaining out there. R.L. Stine, ladies and gentlemen, this is fantastic.
Thanks, Chris. Have a scary day.
Man, that's cool. By the way, if you want to really know what makes R.L. Stine tick, get a copy of It Came from Ohio, My Life as a Writer. That's available at bookstores everywhere, and I guarantee it will give you goosebumps. Thanks again to R.L. Stine. Now let's get back to